Hey Familia, you're listening to Sip and Chisme, powered by Cafecito and Chisme, where we sip slow, talk real, and go deep. I'm Mond,
I'm Allie Rain, and we're about to get raw and unfiltered.
so let's pour up that cafecito and let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to our new season of Sip and Chisme. We are back. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen you and talked to you. We had to reset with life and kids and school and like lots of extracurriculars. But yeah, we're excited to be back and bring you some new content. We're going to be a little different today. And I think going forward, we learned some lessons and yeah.
Yeah, lots of lessons.
How you been?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Well, yeah.
How's life been these past couple weeks?
It's been a journey, just, putting my faith in God and basically trusting in Him and
Right.
everything and situations, and even with, the kids and my job, all
Mm-hmm.
that. So, what
Yeah.
about you?
It's good. On a new journey with work and life and
Did you get a new
girls.
job?
Not yet. I'm looking. I'm
Okay.
looking for a job. I thought there was one a couple weeks ago. Made it to like the final round and then kind of got ghosted by HR. So if you're watching this, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the hunt. But God's been here. Like I haven't lacked anything. Thankfully, the girls are good. I'm good.
Yeah.
He provides. And there was like a time where maybe like a week or two where I wasn't spending as much time with him. And even though I wasn't, like his mercy was there and he was showing up,
Yeah.
which is amazing. And I'm so glad to be his daughter because of that. Yeah. He was
That's
always
good.
there. Anything interesting happened this week or last week?
Well, I've been going through this process, I guess, at work.
Mm-hmm.
It's been kind of like kicking my butt because I guess you could say, like, for a while, I've always taken a lot of things personal.
Mm,
So, like, basically, something happened at work where I kind of took it personal and I felt like they were attacking me,
right.
when in actuality, it was just me, reverting back to how I used to handle things.
Sure.
So it's more like just me being ghetto.
I don't think it's that. It's more maybe it's hard to get rid of old habits and old attitudes and old
Yeah,
responses. It's self awareness. It begins with self awareness
and accountability.
and accountability. But I think that self awareness is great because you called it out, and now you can
Yeah,
react differently
yeah,
and respond differently.
for sure the responding part, because I
You
would have had some words, but I mean, again,
would add some
just
words.
yeah, I would have, but I it's like I told myself to just not bite my tongue, but know where I am in my journey
Mm-hmm.
with life, and even just thanking God for the opportunity to be where I am, because I know a lot of people out there don't have jobs. I'm just very thankful to even be there and have the opportunity and to grow.
One thing
Can't find one.
I've learned with jobs or relationships, and it sounds like you're probably going through it.
Hmm.
Is like God will continue to put you in the same type of situation,
Mm,
whether it's like at work or at home or wherever,
yeah,
because there's like lessons to be learned, and you may
that.
have not learned them in the past, your past role or your past relationship. So it's gonna keep coming up until like one you noticed it, and accountability.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I did also hear that if it's not your job, then it's probably you. So I had to check myself,
yeah.
honestly, and realize, like, the blessings that do come out of having a job and being able to provide for my family and,
Mm-hmm.
pay bills. I've heard once, like, it is a blessing to pay our bills.
Yeah. But I do feel like God always provides.
Always. And that's where people have to put faith in God and trust Him
Mm-hmm.
in situations. I know,
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be hard.
it is.
but that's why you have him to lean on and him to depend on.
Right.
And that's what God wants.
Yeah. I know, like the season I'm going through right now, it's more like because I'm not working and I've just been like relying on savings. And one of the things that I think God has humbled me on is because I've always been the type to where I was like, I never needed anybody. Like I was always like, oh, I can provide. Not that I'm Miss Independent, but like I can take care of myself and I can do all this. But like in this season, I've been really humbled towards like, oh, dang, like I need a community. And the community has like shown up and like people like that I would never even think to like show up have shown up to help through this season.
When you go through those seasons, God will remove people from your life, not because, you feel a certain way. You're like, oh, why are they leaving me? It's because God's removing them from your situation, because wherever you're going and where you're about to go, they're not part of your journey. They're not going to go where you are.
Yeah, they're not meant to be in that chapter with
Yeah.
you or that season.
And some people come in your life for a reason, a season, a lesson. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes to teach you heartbreak, sometimes to teach you perseverance, endurance, and all those things.
Right. So, yeah, community's been really important to me lately. And it's just crazy how God works through other people. And I'm just like so grateful.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just get to the point to where it's like, okay, God, like you don't really see him moving or showing up, or you don't see him in things, and you're just like stagnant, right? And you're just like, okay, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? That's kind of how I was. I was like on pause for a couple of weeks and just like, yeah, I was just stagnant. And I was like, where are you? Like, I know you're here, like you're here somewhere. And then I don't want to say I gave up, but I'm just like, you know what, whatever. It is what it is, day by day. And then, people started to like just show up randomly, and then God's blessings, or he's using people to help me go through the season, which is praise Jesus for that. But yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus. All right. So I think we should go into our next like segment, if you will. One of the things that I saw this week, and I don't know if you saw it, did you read that Vogue article or see anything that's like it's gone viral?
Tell me about it.
It's here, let me see. I have it here. The article's titled, "Is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing Now?" And so, like, a lot of people are going in. It's basically saying, like, just being seen with a boy or a boyfriend is like, or just having anyone is kind of embarrassing because there's really no support on their end. It's almost like men are turning into females these days, and it's like they're turning into the queens and they're wanting to be catered to versus like being there and being that provider for the girl, right? Yeah. And so right now it's like that they released this piece, and so the videos I saw last night are like they're not actually guys. I mean, girls, they're guys saying, you know what? They have a point though. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? We're letting our women down. Like, we're not there for them, and we're not being like responsible and that whole 50-50 thing. I think that's where it actually started though a while back. It's like that whole 50-50 thing, and where women can do what men can do and that kind of thing. I don't know.
I can see how that's gone viral. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Like, I think I want to say I feel like half of it is true. You know that, well, I'm single right now, but the dating world is really hard right now.
Yeah,
because of it's like everyone has a roster, everyone's doing whatever. You can't just be with one person because then I don't know, you're afraid of like a heartbreak or whatever, and you don't trust that person. So and even
but
then,
is it
it's
mainly
like
because of someone's roster, or what? Like, what did the article really say? Like,
I didn't go into deep dive on the article.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the videos that I saw on TikTok and like the overall topic. Should we read a summary of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the recap of the article is having a boyfriend is seen by some as uncool or embarrassing in certain social media or cultural contexts. So I guess let me ask you a question. So how much of our view of relationships is shaped by social media and cultural versus by God's design?
Ooh. Majority of relationships are. I feel like there's that little percentage where people actually honor the Bible in
Yeah.
the way that God design marriage, right? And for people to be together. A man is supposed to lead his household.
Yeah.
A man is supposed to provide,
100%.
regardless of any situation of the woman working too, or the woman being a stay-at-home mom. And I mean by lead is him being the head of the household because of God.
Yeah. Let's dive into that one a little bit, because I think some females too get offended by that.
Yeah.
Because maybe they weren't raised in a household with both parents, or their dad or whoever, whatever male figures were in their lives weren't necessarily godly male figures. And so they have a really bad perception of males to where they're like, oh, I'm going to lead and I'm going to do this. I don't need you in my life. And I think they get offended by the word, by God's message of like what a man's supposed to be to lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think there's that misperception.
Well, I like to put it like this because I've explained it to my sister before. Let's say me and you get together and I'm 50%, you're 50%.
Right.
And so I go down to 0%. And I'm like, babe, oh my God, like I'm going through so much. I feel this way. So you're like, oh my gosh, babe, here, let me fill you back up. Right. So you're giving me your 50%. But then what's left of you is 0%.
Right.
So with that, it's more like you have to be able to be 100% to be able to give your half to me.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like if I'm 100%, you're 100%, and we come together, that's like God, me, you, and then everything else. Right. Basically what the Bible says. Right. So
it's like that triangle, right? So it's like God here at the top.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I just see it as like, I don't want to say like light beams, but like him just filling up the males and then filling up. What happened?
Somebody told me. Okay, I'm gonna tell. Somebody told me, but John told me. It's like you're here, right? It's you, and I'm here.
Yeah.
And like you said, that triangle, right? The pyramid, whatever. You're trying to work on yourself, but you're building yourself up to the top where God is, right? So then I'm doing the same thing. So we're going all the way to the top to get to where God is. Right. And that's what makes that triangle. Yeah. Because of everything that we go through, we're trying to build ourselves up while being together and working together to get to that top. And that's where God is. Right. And that's basically the whole foundation. Yeah. Is God. Yeah. And
I get that.
Going back, you saying like the women feeling like that word lead, a man leading them. It's not making you feel less of a woman or making you feel like you can't find a career or, pursue your dreams and do all these things. It's more allowing the man to lead you in a way that can help you, but also vice versa, where you will be able to help him. So it's like one day me, one day you. So one day you're feeling like crap. And I'm like, okay, babe, let me help you. Here's my hand. Right. And vice versa. Yeah. So that's
then that's the way it should be. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like if your partner, whoever is like leading you, I don't want to say down to hell, but like down the wrong path, then obviously yes, like that's when I think Mon said it to her. It's like you should go to God first. But I do think that the word, when it says it's your, the male's on top and then the female and then the children on top, there's like this little umbrella figure. Maybe we can pop it up on the scene. Yeah. But it shows where it's like Christ is the umbrella, and then you have the man of the house and then the woman and then the children. Yeah. And it's because Christ is feeding the male of the family and everything is coming in through him. And then like you said, he's feeding his spouse and then the spouse is feeding their kids.
Yeah, and then so on and so on.
Yeah, that's why it just trickles down, and it's just a domino effect. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Like the 50-50.
Yeah.
Because it's in the Bible. Like God created Adam and took Adam's rib to create Eve. So you are meant to be
as a helper too.
As a helper.
As a helper.
to be side by side. It's
Yeah.
not one above the other. It's always going to be
Yeah.
right next to each other.
Right. And then the 50-50 too. I feel like a lot of people get confused on that because it's not like
It's like a financial thing.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
a financial thing. It's more like, hey, men, obviously men have more strength than us. Like our bodies are even built differently, right? So we're like, men, yes, you can move the couch and do all that. Like that could be your 50. But then like women, obviously we're a little more nurturing and loving and
Yeah.
understanding. And so we feed that to our kids. So that's the 50-50 that I feel like we should all like start to understand, not
Yeah.
oh, well, I can go work, XYZ and
Because a man
bring
is like
home this
anything
money.
a man can do, I can do.
I can do better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if you say that, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah.
You're not, because we all need help. We all need support. I mean, I'm in a season right now to where I never thought I'd be in, but like it's coming and it's humbled me for sure. I understand like the need for community now and asking for help too, like if you need it. And it's hard sometimes, especially if you're not used to asking for help. It's like super hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's there. So if you do need help, please speak up and ask because people love you and it's there.
So you're single, right, Ali?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where do you draw the line between enjoying single life and longing for connection?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Like in a relationship or even a
Yeah.
friendship. And then, of course, the most important one is with God.
Yeah. I think it's more of like when you are single or me that I'm single, it's like I have the freedom to do whatever it is that I want. Right. And so while a lot of times it could be super beneficial because like I don't have to check in with anyone or I don't have to like be home at a certain time or
Yeah.
if events come up I can just RSVP and just go, right? But then there's times too where it's like, well, all that freedom's great. I do see a lot of my friends who are married and are in relationships and they're with each other at these events, right? And I'm like, oh dang, like I want that. And so I kind of like I start to, I guess, long for the connection at that point. Because it can get lonely and it does and it has been. And I will say, like, when I do get into those moments, I do like I have or actually I talk to Christ a lot more. I do think he has me in this single season for a reason, so I can get closer to him. There are lessons that I'm still learning and things that if I would have been in a relationship, I probably wouldn't have learned about myself. Like even now, like I'm in this not that I was INDEPND relation that woman, but I was that person and I don't want to be that person anymore.
Would you say it's more of like sacrificing a part of you that's
Yeah.
single
Oh,
that you feel like,
100%.
ooh, that's tough?
Yeah.
That basically goes back to like I'm, this
Right.
independent. I do what I want. Da,
Because
da,
you're
da,
so
da.
used to all this freedom. And then the minute that you are in a relationship, it's like, oh, dang, I can't just go out and hang out with random people or like I can't go hang out with a group of guys, right? Like I have to like make those sacrifices and I have to pick and choose like what is it I want in my life. And I guess it goes back to like my relationship with Christ too. It's like
Yeah.
we have to make sacrifices if we
Right.
want a relationship with Christ. We can't like get drunk all the time or get high. I mean, I don't get high, but yeah, like those are sacrifices and it's also we can't be selfish too.
yeah.
And
Or
that's a big one or
prideful.
very prideful.
Yeah.
All of those things they kind of it's not even a relationship with someone else like another person. It's also my relationship with Christ. Like those things I should really kill so
Yeah.
I can get closer to Christ.
Yeah, because it's almost like going like how do I say this? When you're sacrificing, it's almost like you're giving up something that you're being prideful about,
Yeah,
that
and it's
you're
your
selfish
flesh.
about,
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, or whatever your heart desires,
Mm-hmm.
because your heart can deceive you,
Right.
right? So let's say, you're in a relationship and you end up being with this guy that you
Mm-hmm.
love so much, but God's like, he's
That's
not
not
for
for
you.
you.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we talked about it in our first episode, so
Look at that. I come full circle.
yeah, I mean, it's like teaching you patience, but also
Right.
like God wants you to trust him and
Mm-hmm.
have faith in him and know that wherever he's leading you and what you're giving up and sacrificing in obedience is because he wants better for you. He
Mm-hmm.
always wants better for you. And
Right.
it's always greater,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I mean, he's warned me before. Like, there's certain things or relationships that I would get into, and it's like, no, this one's not for you. This is
mhm.
not what I want for you.
And your flesh is like,
And
no.
my flesh is like, stop. I want to go back.
Yeah.
But he sends signs and things of that sort. Yeah.
Yeah. So with relationships, it's I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just it goes back to us, sacrifice and having the obedience because we are all free to do whatever we please, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it goes back to us having the obedience to, you know, trust in God, know, like have faith in him and know that you want to be in this relationship. And when you want to be in this relationship or any relationship, friendship, your pride goes out the window, being selfish goes out the window,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to do certain things when you're single or
Yeah.
it goes out the window because at that point you're not only doing it because it's the right thing to do, it's because that God's watching and that it's almost like the do better, like know better, do better.
Mm-hmm.
But you basically are doing everything because you're being obedient to God
Yeah.
and you don't want to disappoint him.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a relationship with him and you're talking to him and he's like telling you, girl, no, that man ain't for you,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of have to listen to him, obey him, and give up that sacrifice. Like, hey, you know what? Like, you aren't for me. Not
Right.
like tell him specifically or her,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you have to have this relationship with God and know, like,
Yeah. And that's part of discernment too.
mm-hmm,
And I don't think it's like we're saying it in like a negative way, right?
yeah,
To where it's like, oh, God's that person's not for you. So like
mm-hmm,
he's taking away this glory or whatever, this fun that you were having with whatever relationship that you're in. But it's more to benefit you down the road. Cause I
yeah,
mean, take it from me. I've been in plenty of relationships where it's like I didn't listen to Christ and I continued to go down that path. And at the end of the day, I'm like, dang, I'm like hurt and I'm crying and doing all sorts of things, right? That I shouldn't have been doing.
yeah,
And it's only because I was not obedient to God. So when God
mm-hmm.
says no, it's not because he's trying to hurt you or keep you from having fun. It's
He's
more of like
protecting
he's
you.
protecting you from things that you can't see at that current moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the whole like relationship with whether it's whoever it's with, I do think it starts with Christ because the more you are filled with Christ and all of his traits and his values, you start to mimic them and then they
mm-hmm,
start to trickle down into and impact your relationships. So
yeah,
whether it be with your relationship with your kids or your friends or your family, your spouse, your boyfriend, whoever, that starts to flow with you. Christ starts to
yeah,
flow through
mm-hmm.
you. So yeah, it is.
He starts to become you start to become more like him,
Yeah.
like a reflection,
Yeah.
because at that point you start to learn how he is, how he loves, how he forgives, and all these things. Like,
Mhm.
the more you want to be more like him, the
Mhm.
more of those things you're going to have to do because you're basically, like I said, like, we're selfish people. We
Mhm.
have our hearts can deceive us. Our mind will play with our thoughts
Yeah.
won't play with our mind. So the enemy is crazy, like,
Mhm.
bro. Oh my god, I don't even know
And I
what to
wouldn't even. So for
say.
me, I just thought about it. Like I wouldn't even say like it's a sacrifice at that point when you're so close to Christ because
mm,
it's like you're so happy and you're so joyous. Like you will easily say no to certain
mm,
things, right?
yeah,
because that's just not your, yeah, it's not Christ-like, and it's not
Yeah.
something you believe in anymore at that point. So,
Yeah.
let's say if it was like, you know, even like lustful situations, right, where you would normally, if you didn't have Christ, and it'd be easy to fall into those situations.
Yeah.
But with Christ, it's like you can easily say, oh no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, it doesn't even turn into a sacrifice at that point. It's more
Mhm.
like, I just can't do that. And I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
I think it just happens in any situation, whether it's a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
friendship, um, your family, siblings, a job. Like there are like going back to what you said, God's teaching you a lesson or God's making you go through it again because there's something in that season or that moment or that lesson where it's like, bro, come on, get it together.
Get it
Like,
together.
we're going through this again. Like, I've already slapped you in the face once. You want me to
Alrighty.
slap you again? Like, that's just how it is, and
Yeah.
God will do that to you. And He will always, always, always give grace and always, always give mercy because He's full of
Mm-hmm.
it and forgiveness and all these things. So you have to just know, like, you're not doing it because you know it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you want to do that,
Right.
and you're there to please God and glorify Him. If today's episode spoke to you, we'd love for you to share it. Post it, text it, send it to your group chat. Someone else might need this reminder too. We're so honored to do life and faith with y'all. Until next time, keep your heart open, your cafecito warm, and your hope alive.